KitKashew here. Below me I have a BRB screen. You want to know how to make this? Let's get started. So first we need to find the image that we're going to use for our background. And for this I used pxfuel.com with the keyword texture. And I searched through until I found the one that I liked. And it is free for commercial use, which is what we want, and I downloaded it. Second step is going to be pulling up pixlr.com, which is our photo editing software that we're going to use. This is basically to just blur the image and make the text that is on top of it to be easier and more focused to read. This, however, took me longer than I anticipated because instead of using just, say, colors, finding an image with just colors, not an actual image like this with the cup and the coffee beans, I had to blur it a lot more. Next is going to be the bread and butter. It's going to be pulling up canva.com, searching YouTube thumbnail create, and you can use the dimensions that it gives you, which is perfect, and you're going to be pulling up your image. And the cool thing about it being a blurred image is even if you have to stretch it so much that it starts to warp the image, because it is blurred, it shouldn't be near as noticeable. And also I wanted to get the cup kind of more out of the image, especially because I knew I was going to be using white text on top of it. This first image of the BRB screen I'm showing you, and there'll be two versions, but they're almost the same thing. The first version is going to be lower on the page, as you can see, and that is to accommodate if you decide to have some type of video at the top for a viewer to watch while you are gone. So now you're just going to be looking up the different social media icons that you'd like to use. I would caution using more than about 4 or 5. After that point, it could start to look a bit cluttered. But again, it's up to you. And the really nice thing about using Canva for this is it's super easy to change the colors of the icon to help with matching the theme that you already have going. So for the YouTube one, however, I wasn't able to. It only let me change the inner triangle part. So I ended up just searching for another YouTube icon, one that would let me, and just did it from there. So you might have a little bit of trial and error. Another really nice feature about Canva that's going to help you with this process is that once you get the images the way you want, or specifically the icons, you can actually click on each of them, and I believe either hold shift or control, and it'll select all the images. Once you've clicked on them, it'll keep them selected, and you'll hit group in the top right corner. You might have to hit ungroup and then regroup if they're already grouped for whatever reason, but you're going to group them, and then you're able to move them all as one piece around the screen as you want. And to add a little bit of extra zest, we want to add some small moving images. So here I am just looking for what I want. At first I thought, oh, I'll just put coffee in it, but that's just a little too much in my opinion. So then I thought, well, what other breakfast beverage is there? And maybe people drink tea for breakfast, maybe even boba. So then I searched up boba, but as you'll see, I didn't really like the color scheme against what I already had. So I ended up going with little suns. And of course I added some sparkles in there because why not? After I decided to add a QR code, I thought it would give it a little bit more something, and also gives your viewers something to do while you are gone as well. They can scan it, you know, they might get curious, like, what is this link to? If you're going to use a QR code, I would recommend either if you have a website, your top social media, or if you have a Beacons, Linktree, anything like that, where it has all your social media in one place that they can look at. And as you see me lifting up the BRB, this is about where if you decide that you don't want a video and you want to focus more on just the actual screen itself, then you'll just be moving that up along with the social media. And this is also really good if you have different handles, then you can elaborate more here and type them all out. Save it as a GIF, that way it retains the animations. Okay, so you're gonna go open Streamlabs OBS at source image. I'm gonna call this the coffee, because that's what it is basically. Locate the file on your computer. Done, and we're going to. So thanks for watching. I'm gonna have an exclusive tip that is gonna be on my TikTok about a little secret on Canva that you can use for your BRB screen or any other scene. Or there should be a video on the screen that you can watch if you'd like some more no-cost or low-cost tips.
Bye!